Once, there was a young woman named Zara. She was intelligent, kind, and had many friends who admired her wisdom. But Zara had a hidden struggle that only she knew about. She was a chronic overthinker. Every decision, big or small, would spin her mind into a whirlpool of thoughts, doubts, and what ifs. She often found herself exhausted from thinking too much about things that hadn't even happened. Zara's journey began one rainy day. She was sitting by the window, watching raindrops tap against the glass. Her mind was racing with worry about an upcoming presentation at work. She kept imagining scenarios, some so far-fetched they made no sense, yet her mind wouldn't let them go. What if I forget my words? What if everyone laughs? What if I lose my job? These thoughts took her down a spiral until she felt tense and unhappy. Feeling frustrated, Zara decided to visit an old friend, Priya, who was known for her calm and peaceful nature. Priya welcomed Zara with a warm smile and served her tea. They sat in Priya's cozy living room, surrounded by plants and soft lights. Zara shared her feelings, pouring out every worry and anxiety she had been carrying. Priya listened patiently and then said gently, "Zara, overthinking is like carrying a heavy bag full of unnecessary things. The more you carry it, the more it weighs you down." "But I don't know how to stop, Priya," Zara replied. "It's like my mind just won't rest." Priya thought for a moment and then asked Zara, "Have you ever tried mindfulness?" Zara looked puzzled. "Mindfulness?" Priya smiled. "Mindfulness is about living in the present moment. When you overthink, you're usually stuck in the past or worried about the future. But the present, the here and now, is usually peaceful." Zara was curious, so Priya continued. "Let's try something simple. Right now, close your eyes and take a deep breath." Zara hesitated but closed her eyes, focusing on her breathing. She felt the air fill her lungs and then leave her body. Priya guided her to notice the sounds around her, the soft hum of a fan, the gentle rustle of leaves outside the window. Slowly, Zara's mind began to quiet. After a few minutes, Zara opened her eyes and felt a strange calmness she hadn't felt in a long time. "It's like my thoughts took a break," she said in surprise. "Exactly," Priya replied. "When you focus on what's right in front of you, the mind has less room for endless worries. You can try this anytime, especially when you feel overwhelmed." Zara decided to make mindfulness a daily practice. Every morning, she would spend a few minutes sitting quietly, just breathing and observing her surroundings. As days passed, she noticed a change in herself. She still had thoughts, of course, everyone does, but now, they didn't control her as much. She learned to see them as clouds passing in the sky. One evening, as Zara walked in a nearby park, she saw a little boy trying to balance on a rock. He kept wobbling but didn't give up. Zara watched with a smile, thinking about how she used to give up on calming her mind too quickly, thinking it was impossible. But just like the boy, she learned to balance her mind, one small step at a time. Zara's life wasn't magically free of worries after that. She still had moments when her mind tried to race back into the land of what ifs. But now, she knew what to do. She would pause, breathe, and gently remind herself to return to the present. One day, her friend Meera, who had noticed Zara's calm presence, asked her, "How did you become so peaceful?" I remember you used to worry about everything. Zara smiled and said, I learned that overthinking is like walking in circles, you don't get anywhere. But when you focus on what you can do right now, you find peace in each step. Zara continued her journey with this newfound wisdom, no longer letting overthinking steal her joy. She found strength in simplicity, courage in letting go, and a sense of peace she had once thought impossible. And from that day on, she lived her life, one mindful moment at a time.